one. We live. Not really, but
What's
we're
up,
back.
guys? We're back.
Welcome back.
Abs Fitness Experience, and today we have on Ozem.
Our photographer.
What up?
Yeah. So we just got done with a photo shoot for the gym, and so we're going to be talking about the photo shoot.
One of many. We do these pretty often. He also takes Abby's modeling photos as well. She's in 13 magazines.
I think it's 13 now.
Is this correct?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 13, which
I lost
is super
count at
dope.
10.
Yes, super dope. So we're going to talk about today's experience and what we were trying to
We
accomplish.
just got finished with the photo shoot. It took us quite some time. But we got it done. We did it.
Not bad.
It was dope.
Not a bad day.
We had a good experience, once again. We did some action shots today. We also did some
Just regular posing.
shirtless shots for all you ladies out there.
Lots of shirtless shots.
Yeah. We had
No
Ollie
shirtless
doing
shots
some,
for me.
some
Sorry,
stripper
people.
poses today as well, so stay tuned for those on
Swinging from the chandeliers.
the old internet.
Exactly.
Little Miley Cyrus wrecking ball like, but that's okay.
Yeah. So
Red's retro.
Ozem, I'd like to ask you a few questions about photography in general.
Go for it.
So in today's experience, how do you go about like a gym shoot opposed to like a beach shoot? Because I know you do like a lot of beach shoots and outdoor shoots.
It all depends. Depending on what the beach shoots for, because you can do a variety of things on the beach. But in the gym, it's just about getting the concept, whether you want it to be like a super well lit commercial shot or go more artistic. And I mean, you guys give me a lot of freedom. So I'll come in here and I just want to know one thing. Hey, like we going for a contrasty look, whatever you like. All right, do your thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm going for is just, I look at the people I'm working with, look at the message that the gym's trying to put out, and then just go with it. I mean, I exercise.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. Which is cool because you know the
Yeah.
human body, you know the right angles, you know the lighting to use, which is awesome.
Exactly.
We've had other
Sometimes-
photographers too that have worked well, but I feel like you definitely know like the angles to get and
He knows the
really
body
where
well.
where the light should be with the human body, which is dope.
Yeah. You're not gonna lie to male like a female.
Yeah.
Sometimes like the female doesn't want to be that ripped.
Yeah.
But with the male, you can light the male a little bit differently, and you can bring out a little bit more definition just by accentuating the
That's
shadows.
not even really there, right? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it has to
Manipulate
be
it a
there.
little
Like,
bit.
you'd
Yeah.
be surprised to know how many males in the fitness industry don't have the definition.
Yep.
So you have to try tricks.
Yeah, you got to get the lighting down. It's all about the
Everything
lighting,
about-
right?
yeah,
And the
yeah.
angle, how you're standing, how you're posing, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So is it harder to shoot indoors or easier for you? What do you think? Because you can manipulate the light inside, right? And outside, you kind of can.
So is it hard? Is easier in terms of the amount of equipment you need to shoot outdoors, depending on what you're doing. So if you're just doing a normal shoot, you can take a camera out, and if you have the right situation, a nice sunset, whatever, then you can nail the lighting down pretty well. If you have a crazy overhead and you're not going for that look, then you have all this gear you need to bring out.
Yeah.
It makes it pretty complicated.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So have you ever shot in like a commercial gym?
Commercial gyms. I've shot a lot of gyms that do like spin classes,
Yeah.
that do body attack
Okay.
classes. So I've shot large groups of people.
Yeah.
And
So more group setting kind of thing, like a class setting.
I've even done pole fitness gyms.
Exactly. Let's go
nice.
down Ollie's alley. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, you would
Oh,
love
that's
it.
cool.
There's
Where was
one that
this? Was this in town?
There's one in Orlando called
Nice.
Vixen Fitness. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, super
wanna
cool.
Shout out
Yeah,
gyms
fuck it.
out
We don't
in
know them, but
town,
maybe
you know?
they'll listen to this. Probably not, but they might.
Vixen
Shout out to
Fitness.
Vixen.
Vixen
Fit-
Fitness.
Vixen Fitness.
Vixen. Yeah.
Vixen.
Like a V,
There we go.
like
Vixen.
Dancer and Prancer, right?
Vixen.
Vixen.
Okay.
Holes everywhere.
Interesting.
It's a
So
beautiful
that was
place.
probably an interesting shoot.
It was a good shoot. Yeah.
A good shoot.
Yeah,
I like
good
that.
shoot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now that's cool. Go ahead. You got a question?
But I was just gonna say, I think it's really cool that because I've met other photographers, like with the lady that did our wedding photos and our engagement photos and stuff like that, and I think she does some photos of her family and stuff. But I see that Ozem does a lot of photography with Jerica, his partner, and so I think that really does help develop your skills on how to really see the best angles of the body. And I feel like not enough photographers really utilize that. Like with people you have at home, like that's a great great
If they
resource.
allow you to, right? 'Cause
If they
I
allow
think
you to, yeah, that's
that would
true.
probably be a problem too.
Yeah.
Like maybe they don't want to always be photoed or
No.
photographer.
Sometimes the
whatever you
closest
fucking
people
call
to
it.
you would be the most intolerant too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they'll be on edge most of the
Yeah,
time.
they're like,
Yeah.
I'm done with this. Get this fucking camera out
Does
of here. 'Cause she
Jerica
does this
ever
shit
feel
to
that
me
way?
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like running around with the camera, that 10-foot selfie pole. I'm the idiot.
All
in
right,
the
we're
park.
talking about different types of photography though.
I
It's
get
the
all
same
tasked.
thing.
It is
It's
the same
not
thing.
when he has this pole in my face.
That's, it's art.
It leads to stuff like that, you know. It's like
That
Yeah,
is true.
Exactly. See,
That
we
is
got
true.
some cool shit.
We do. We
You
do
print
have
it
some cool
out.
stuff. So does Jerica ever get tired of being photographed?
I think she likes being photographed more than I like taking the damn pictures.
Oh.
It's not that I don't like it, you know. It's just the frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if we have something going on, we're to the point now where I'm gonna say, hey, don't waste my time. Like we have to have something very, very specific going on, and then we'll plan it. So if someone says, if she says, hey, you know, we need to shoot this week, I'm like, what is it for? And,
Yeah.
You know, we
Instead
we
of
take it
just
from
like
that approach, yeah.
luxury, just like, hey, take some pictures,
Yeah,
kid.
no,
Let's
no,
go.
no.
What are we gonna
Yeah.
do with these?
Yeah.
Like, you have to have
Exactly.
a reason to take them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, because you do it for work too. Like,
Exactly.
it's not like it'd be like people asking me, like, hey, you want to go hit that workout?
Yeah,
And like,
yeah,
I'm like,
it's
well,
great
I do this
work,
for
yeah.
a living and I train people, so no, I'm not gonna have to work out with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to, but I pretty much can't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of a weird spot that we get put in sometimes too.
Yeah.
So I would assume, does this happen to you? With clients, maybe like, hey, Ozem, you want to hang out and bring that camera? Maybe.
Very, you know, it used to be
Yeah.
that way, man. Even with family members. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's what I'm saying.
It used to be that
just
way.
bring the
and
camera to the
I-
wedding,
yeah.
bro. Don't worry about it. Just take some pictures.
And then after a while, I just started just leaving the camera
Yeah,
out of everything. So if you don't know that I take pictures, you don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
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 Now, when it comes to camera settings, because a lot of people, I feel like they buy equipment and they don't even know how to use it, and then they don't learn how to use it, and then they think they need another piece of equipment that's better, and they just
Good
keep
point.
buying shit, right? Like over and over and over, and they're really not progressing in photography or videography because they're not even learning any settings. And they're just like, I just need the new camera. The new camera will be better. And I've
Smarter,
seen
yeah.
I've seen some videos of guys taking a GoPro 3 and a GoPro or a Red camera, which is like $20,000.
Mhm.
They give the Red to the Pro or the beginner, the $20,000 camera, and then they give the GoPro to a professional, and the GoPro footage looks a million times better than the $25,000 camera.
Yeah, people underestimate the process, man. It's not about the equipment. You know, the
There we
equipment allows you to be able to do certain things, but
Yeah.
you won't even know you have the ability to do certain things unless you've gotten to the limit of your equipment. And
Yeah.
you know, it's like most modern cameras. How do you even push the limits of them?
Yeah.
You know, so when you've pushed the limits of your camera gear, time to up.
Then it's time to
Time to
upgrade.
move
So
up,
that
yeah.
would be your recommendation. Max
Pretty
out
much.
your skills on the camera and shit that you have, and then when you finally hit that peak, then you can maybe upgrade. Have you ever upgraded and were mad about it? Like, you're like, fuck, I hate this camera.
I hardly upgrade.
That's what I'm saying. So when's the last time you upgraded?
Maybe a year ago, but the last time before that was almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
So-
So the technology has changed a lot, but you like the way that your camera operates and how you operate it.
It's the same basic principle.
Yeah.
It's been the same basic principle for like 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, so everything else just is how efficient can I be at this? And since 2000, probably 2011, 2010 probably, cameras, you can take a camera from 2011 right now and still produce professional results.
Yep.
And
Which is insane.
literally anything you want. If you want to do sports photography, like, I mean, you have the D3X.
Yeah.
You know, you have a D3S that's plenty fast.
Is that who makes that? Is that
Nikon.
Canon? Oh,
Nikon
Nikon.
makes that.
So you would recommend Nikon. I see you always running around with that Nikon.
So yeah, I used to be a big Nikon guy. The Canons, I couldn't get into the 5D Mark II. That thing was just a brick.
Yeah.
It was just too big and bulky to carry around. But if you gave that to me, I'd shoot it.
Of course you would.
What's happening? Are you moving that?
No, you guys are good.
Oh, okay.
I went
Okay.
to an art show once, and at the art show they had a live photo booth where people could just go and it's a good story too. I wouldn't tell the full story, but people who wanted the experience shooting with an artist that creates the type of work that I do. There was a tent and lighting, and the photographers were supposed to bring their cameras and stuff like that, and people would put their names on the list to shoot with the photographers. I didn't realize, so showed up late as usual. And
wait, you late?
No
way.
It's like me and I had Jerica and I think like two of my female friends. And as I walked through the door, they're like, "Hey, your name's on the list." So I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even bring a camera." They're like, "Oh, just use one of our cameras, whatever." So I just grabbed the camera at random.
Yeah.
And walked in. It was like a Canon 5D Mark IV. I didn't even have to ask any questions. Yeah. Because it's same technology.
Pretty much the same standard across the board. So like the Nikon, how you say this? Yeah. Either or. And Canon have similar settings. They all have the similar.
They're almost opposite.
Okay.
And you have to know like the different set. I mean, I used to teach this stuff. I used to run the workshop, so I've messed with a lot of different cameras, but in terms of shutter speed, aperture, and ISO, it's the same across the board. They do this.
Well, and they also on the iPhone you can do the same shit, right?
Same shit.
Okay, so all cameras are the same.
All cameras are the same.
The settings are just different.
I have a question. So
set up.
Sometimes you see, and Justin made this comment during our photo shoot, is like Ozem takes a lot of photos, and there's some photographers that don't. So what would you say the difference between that is of like being able to have a lot of content to choose from versus the photographers that only take not as many photos but a few? Is it laziness, or what do you think that difference is?
Here's the difference. I prefer actually not to take a lot of photos, but if I'm working with a client, then I'm gonna want them to have more to choose from. Yeah. And I'm still gonna narrow it down before I show it. But I want them to have more than less to choose from. When I'm shooting film, I can leave a photo shoot in like 12 photos. Yeah. I'll take 12 photos and photos.
Well, we've even done it with that one old ass camera that you had.
That's
I feel like we had like
we took 6 photos at most.
And they were sick. We had them hanging up out here.
That's right.
Yeah. And that was an experience.
So for anybody that's watching that sees those photos in the gym, Ozem took those photos of Justin and I with the large format camera. Very cool.
Dude,
70 years old.
The thing's, it looks like it's brand new when I seen it too. Yeah. And it works. Which is fucking crazy. How do you even find film for that?
Order it online.
The internet people.
The internet.
You get everything.
B&H or Amazon.
You can buy human on the internet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Ollie, any questions for Ozem?
No, I'm just honestly trying to soak all this in because I'm woefully behind as far as like the actual hardware and software whenever it comes to like photography and whatnot. So I'm trying to
YouTube,
learn at
buddy.
this point.
It works well. Like we're putting this on YouTube to teach people things. You can learn a lot on there too.
Yeah, I'm a student, so I'll just raise my hand and ask questions.
Well, so that would be a good question.
I have a really good question because this is a new thing that I think, unfortunately people, and I think you might have said this to us, people are probably getting, I don't want to say scammed is maybe not the wrong word because it's still a form of editing, but like, I guess a short, cheating the system type of way of editing. But so like people that are using Photoshop templates, right?
Oh,
how common is that?
It's very, very, very common.
Okay.
It's for efficiency, I guess. So in a way, it kind of helps you achieve a certain uniformity to your work. So like I know a lot of event photographers that if they're presenting like 100 or more photographs, then what they'll do is just edit them to a certain point and then just apply a preset to everything to keep this one look throughout.
Like a LUT, they call it, right? Is this right?
Say again?
Like a LUT? Is this what they call it? Like a preset LUT? I've seen these people sell these now.
Yeah, they sell them. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
They make these presets and like, if you want your photos to look like this, you buy this from me.
Here's the problem.
Oh, gosh.
The problem now is the pros use presets a lot different than amateurs.
Yeah.
So an amateur is going to think, okay, I'm going to buy that preset because that preset's going to fix all my problems so I can shoot like shit
Exactly.
And then use that preset. I'm gonna. Have
It'll
a
just
photo
look
that
dope.
Looks like this pros photo, and it just doesn't work. That way. So they keep buying presets, just like they keep buying gear.
Oh yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like,
Okay.
I want that camera because I want my photos to look like his, or like what lens you're using, or what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they keep buying these.
So it's almost like start with the dumbest piece of gear you can find, right, and master it.
Yeah.
And then move forward.
And if you think you've mastered it, you probably haven't.
Of course. There's so many settings. I haven't even mastered the iPhone yet.
Yeah.
Every year they come out with another one. Every fucking year. But those the camera on the iPhone's really good. I've taken a lot of pictures with it, and I've printed them out.
10-hour photography course in Hawaii,
that's not iPhone.
And he was teaching us how to use the iPhone. And there was like some things that I didn't even realize, like when you hold down the picture and you hold it down for a couple of seconds, underneath it'll have like little settings where you can make the photo like live, or you can make it do different things. I had no idea. Right?
Or you can change the light, right? The light source.
the lighting,
or
so you can
what
click
would you call that?
The exposure.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
We didn't know
Real
that.
terms.
So when we went on that trip, we're like, wow. And just also he was helping us kind of see different perceptions and stuff. But it was just something cool and different to do.
Yeah, you
in
can
Hawaii.
put the grid lines on your iPhone. Like you can turn it into an actual like camera. Like it is a fucking camera.
I've seen YouTube videos that are like straight up cinematic videos shot with the iPhone.
Oh, the iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the one guy I really like, Casey Neistat. I don't know if you ever heard of him. But he's got really good videos. And he's like mastered a fucking 5-minute video, and he's a wizard with the videos. He's crazy. But he uses an iPhone a lot. And he's a fucking millionaire. And he's like, I don't need anything with this stupid little iPhone.
Yeah.
And because he's mastered the iPhone, and it's easy. It's right there. You don't have to upload anything. It's already on your phone. You could literally edit it on your fucking phone.
Bro, I remember when computers,
which is insane.
Like, I remember when the 233 megahertz processor came out. Like, that
you hear this, children?
Like this big.
Yeah.
You had your floppy disk drive.
Yeah.
Yep.
They just changed from the 5
the floppies, yes sir.
Floppy.
Yeah.
To now they had a small floppy.
Dial-up internet.
But remember
disks.
IBMs? Those came out way before the Apple computers, and
Massive computers.
Massive. And
Dude,
the keys were
huge.
very clunky.
Yeah.
They look different than the keys that we see now.
Yeah, Ollie would not know anything about these.
To get into
Ollie was born into fucking what year you were born?
1999.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was already too
The
far
internet
gone.
was booming. By
The
then.
smartphone was on the horizon.
Yeah, it
the
was.
PlayStation was showing DVDs.
Dude, yes,
That's right.
the Blu-ray.
Yeah, the Blu-ray.
I was just talking to someone about
Yeah.
this, how they scammed everyone on the Blu-ray. Like there was a DVD and a Blu-ray, and they're pretty much the fucking same if you ask me.
Yeah.
They're
What
like,
is
this
the
one's
difference?
blue. This one's not.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Like
changed.
this one's
They do
way
this all the
better.
time
It looks
now.
better on the TV screen, and really, it didn't look fucking any different if you ask me.
Yeah, Windows. You had to start up the computer, and it started up in MS DOS, and you had to
Yep.
type win.exe.
Nice.
Yep.
Execute. Now you
I was telling her
Windows.
about E-Bombs World. You ever been on that website? It was like the first like World Star Hip Hop kind of thing, and like there was like we learned how to like create a bomb on there, and we made bombs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we were making bottle bombs. Don't quote me, internet. But this was like back in
Justin's
the day.
mother, don't watch this.
When the internet kind of first came out, and we had like dial-up, and we had access to it, and of course we were doing dumb shit on there. And we
Dial-up sounded like
we found it out.
Oh, yeah.
We found out how to make a bomb out of a Gatorade bottle and the Works plumbing like solution. And then you take tinfoil balls,
Crazy.
you fucking put them in that
Shrapnel.
bottle, and you shake it up. You put the lid on, you shake it up, and you throw it. Obviously, you don't want to hold it, and then fucking it expands, and it was loud as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And we made a lot of them.
Oh my lord.
We probably shouldn't have. We were fucking terrorizing the neighbors and shit, but
Yeah.
We had fun with it.
I
Thank
used-
you, E-Bombs World. I wonder if that
Oh.
website's still up. So if anybody gets a chance, Google this. E-Bombs
Oh,
World. I
boy.
wonder if it's still up.
Probably they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Right?
Probably they shouldn't, considering you just said you learned how to make a bomb.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just took your website down.
Google the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I never give good advice. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Well,
Only in the gym.
the FBI is just going to investigate you for a little bit, but you'll
That's
be
all
okay.
right. I have alien drone footage too. Just keep-
You said we weren't even supposed to share that. And here
It's
you are.
not
now
shared.
leaking the
No one's
information.
ever seen it. This is all hoopla.
You gotta-
This is all hearsay.
This
That's
is all
right.
hearsay, yeah,
This is
yeah,
all
yeah,
hearsay.
yeah.
We don't
It's
know
not
where the video
real.
is
You're
at.
just making things up.
Yeah, I just need views. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Aliens are real.
So,
the Earth
well-
is flat.
The next photo shoot that we have is going to be a photo shoot for me. It's gonna be a birthday photo shoot.
Ooh, for me, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, for me.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to do one of those photo shoots where they have like the balloons and whatever. But I wanted to do like different versions of me. So I'm excited about that.
Sick.
Like, you know, because I think as you get older, you kind of become more comfortable with yourself, and you start to realize, you know, some of the things that you liked as a kid are actually things that you even like, you know, as an adult. You know, like nature, and I did like to garden with my grandmother and stuff, and now I'm finding joy in that today as an older woman, whereas when I was in my young 20s, if you would have told me that I like to garden, I'd be like, yeah, okay, you know. But now I want to kind of just present that, like the different versions of me that I've become secure with at the age of 30, so you can flip through it.
And when is this photo shoot?
May 7th is when we're doing it, right?
May
I
7th.
don't know, the calendar remembers dates.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think you said it was May 7th.
Have we found a location yet?
What are the props? You wanna share the
So-
props that you have?
Should we
Sure.
disclose this information?
Old clothes.
Maybe we shouldn't. Let's not
Is it
share
top
it.
secret?
Yeah, it's top secret.
Top
Let's not share
secret.
it.
All right, if you guys want to see this fucking photo shoot, you gotta wait now. It's
Well,
perfect.
that's
Oh.
perfect.
More views. Tell your
More
friends.
views. Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking friends.
So
Ali's got a
location
question.
to be determined.
That's right.
There we go.
Location.
I'm
to be
assuming
determined.
that-
Outfits to be determined.
Well, I know that you tend to hold on to a lot of your clothes, so I'm assuming that you have like some clothes from like back.
Ooh, that would be
back
an
in the
interesting
day.
photo shoot. What if we did a photo shoot where she put on all of her clothes and every photo was her taking off one piece and it just got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and
Yeah,
smaller and
yeah,
smaller
that's
and
a
smaller.
horrible
If
idea.
it's
I think
private,
you would
that's
die.
How much time do you got, buddy?
That's
Yeah.
right.
You'd suffocate.
That's right. I have a lot of clothes. We get the hints.
If she passes out, then I have to cut it all out.
Yeah.
Could make for a good photo shoot. It'd be
But
interesting.
anyways, so I think that's a wrap up on the photo shoot talk.
Yeah, that's a wrap, I
We've
guess.
kept Ozem long enough here. He's been here
Yeah.
since like poor Ozem's been here since fucking 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
Your 9 to
probably
It's what it
five.
dying.
takes, though, and that is one of the things that we're going to talk about in our next episode is how much time it takes to create content.
Too
Yeah.
much.
Absolutely.
Right? It takes a
Segue.
lot of time and effort, and a lot of people that watch this shit, probably like all three of our fans. We really do put a lot of time.
Jericho,
and effort
we
into
love
this
you.
shit. We really do. So, like, if you like it, great. If not, go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.